The Oregon Department of Human Services, through the Office of Developmental Disabilities Services, ODDS, will be launching the Provider Enrollment and Maintenance System, also known as PEMS. As part of the first rollout phase, we'll introduce the Universal Provider module, which streamlines how providers enroll and maintain their information. This system will allow personal support workers, home care workers, and personal care attendants to efficiently enroll and maintain their credentials. As project partners, we invite you to join us as we explore the lifecycle of the Provider Enrollment and Maintenance System, Universal Provider module. Let's get started. First, let's consider the principles guiding this project, organizational change management, and that this project is conducted through an agile framework. Change can be challenging. That's why strong organizational change management, OCM for short, is crucial for the success of this project. Organizational change management fosters a smooth transition for impacted groups, helping them embrace the new system and improving communication by bringing everyone to the table. Next, we embrace Agile as a software development method, emphasizing flexibility, iteration, and continuous improvement. This is in contrast to a previous framework used in many state projects called Waterfall. Waterfall requires rigid, upfront planning and releasing the project all at once. Using an agile approach allows us to release the system incrementally, focusing on and prioritizing features for each release. Now let's look at the activities that make up each stage of the project. We'll group them into distinct stages so it's clear how each one contributes to overall success. Let's start with initiation. In the initiation stage, we set the foundation of the project by clearly defining its purpose, vision, and goals. We start by developing a comprehensive business case. This document assesses the current state, identifies the need for the project, and evaluates feasibility and potential solutions. A project charter is also created. This serves as a roadmap to help to further refine the purpose and vision. It also establishes roles, responsibilities, and accountability, ensuring everyone is aligned and focused as we move forward. To guide the project, we form two key groups, starting with the Executive Steering Committee. The Executive Steering Committee includes representatives from ODDS, CMEs, and other key community partners to ensure the project aligns with State of Oregon priorities. The other committee, known as the Working Steering Committee, is also formed. This brings together representatives from impacted groups and subject matter experts who provide specialized input as the project progresses. Through these committees, we conduct discovery sessions to gather insights, identify needs, and clarify goals. Committee members actively communicate with their teams, address questions, and bring back information for the project team. As part of organizational change management, we also form the Change Champions Network, a volunteer group of representatives from impacted communities across the state. Their role is to share project updates, provide information to their teams, gather feedback through surveys, assessments, and polls, and most importantly, encourage adoption of the new system. To keep the project organized and adaptable, we develop a backlog framework. This is a structured list that captures known requirements and constraints, serving as the foundation for development. As project needs evolve, including enhancement requests from users and project partners, the backlog is continuously refined through an iterative process. New details are added and tasks are updated to ensure the project stays aligned with its goals. Moving on, we go forward into the planning stage. We shift from defining the vision to charting a clear path forward. This involves developing detailed strategies, setting timelines, and allocating resources so the project can be a success. In addition, key considerations from Oregon Revised Statutes, Oregon Administrative Rules, and the Code of Federal Regulations are carefully reviewed to ensure compliance and alignment with legal requirements. While the project team focuses on building the system, the Working Steering Committee and subject matter experts contribute essential content. We identify the resources that will be needed for the project and work on outlining the requirements the system will need. Some planning, particularly around specific functionalities, will continue into the execution stage as we onboard the vendor to ensure everything aligns with the project's goals. During planning, we develop a program increment plan. This helps to divide the work into time-boxed increments, with each increment having clear goals and priorities. The Working Steering Committee provides input, the Executive Steering Committee approves, and subject matter experts collaborate to shape epics and features within these increments. Let's look closer at what these terms mean. Initiatives represent the broad goals of the project. Epics are large deliverables that support these initiatives. Features are the specific capabilities needed, and user stories reflect the real tasks end users need. Finally, we onboard the vendor. The vendor reviews all planning documents, ensuring that everything remains possible and aligned with project goals. If adjustments are needed, the vendor and project team refine the plans before moving to execution. While the vendor communicates directly with the project team, not the committees, the project team ensures that input from the committees is incorporated, maintaining alignment with priorities and goals. Now that the vendor is onboarded, we enter the execution phase. Here we move from planning into active development, testing, and refinement. Joint application development, also called JAD sessions, happen with selected subject matter experts to refine workflows and prioritize features, guiding backlog refinement and future work cycles. Using an agile framework allows the project team to work in short cycles, known as sprints. These cycles of work produce usable increments, which are portions of the system that can then be released in phased rollouts. Prior to each sprint, we conduct sprint planning, where we select the highest value user stories to work on during that sprint. Once the sprint gets going, it is divided up into manageable tasks, like design, build, test, and quality assurance. After each sprint, we test each new increment, which is a portion of the system, and conduct user acceptance testing, UAT, with select groups to gather real-world feedback. Additionally, after each sprint, we conduct sprint reviews with project partners. During these reviews, we share our current deliverables and invite feedback that will shape our upcoming work. Because of our iterative, incremental approach, no single plan is final, ensuring partner contributions remain relevant as we move on to the next sprint. A minimum viable product, or MVP, is an early version of the system designed to gather user feedback that is built first. It helps the team validate foundational capabilities and gain early insights. An MVP also provides something users can start using right away. As the MVP is developed, steering committees and subject matter experts review these features, providing input to ensure the MVP aligns with broad objectives. During the execution phase, learning solutions are created so that users have everything they need to understand and learn the new system. These could be instructor-led learning sessions at a local office, webinar-based learning over web call, or on-demand learning material you can access at any time. Next, we enter the maintenance and operation phase. This is where the system becomes operational, and the majority of its core features have been released. The system is handed off to ODDS operations for ongoing management, support, and performance monitoring. Moving forward, the ODDS Information System Management Committee, ISMC, will serve as the governing body for this project. As the system moves into a continuous delivery model, where updates, enhancements, and fixes are delivered frequently and smoothly, the prioritized backlog is maintained. A Scrum team from the original project team will remain in place to implement enhancements, fix defects, and adapt to legislative or policy changes. Project partners as well as users of the system can submit requests for improvements and bug fixes at any time. Feedback loops will stay open and active to continually refine and improve the system. The Universal Provider module is here to support providers, streamline processes, and enhance services. all while continuing to grow and improve with input from project partners and the community. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to email us at the address below. Thank you for your time and partnership.